Hello everyone, I'm Professor Geek. Welcome back to my channel. And welcome to something different this time. This is my first ever Professor Geek toy review. I've never done one of these, or a collector review, or whatever you want to call them. I've never done one because it never seemed relevant. You know, my expertise is in storytelling and stuff like that. And I've done some art analysis, you know, that's something that's outside of the purview of literature, but it's still something I've had some training in with the art appreciation and history courses and stuff like that. But this is the first time I'm doing an action figure review. And it's really just because recently I reviewed this title, DC The Primal Age, which is a Target exclusive 100-page comic giant. And it's basically, the idea is the DC universe crosses over with, well, not crosses over, but mixes with the He-Man Masters of the Universe type take on the universe. And as I mentioned in that review, I'll place a link to it in the top right-hand corner there. But as I mentioned, it seemed kind of a silly mixture at first. But because of the writers on this book, Marv Wolfman, Louise Simonson, Jerry Ordway, just great people working on it, the book and everything like that, it's definitely a must-read. So I reviewed it and gave it a very good review in that book. And of course, I'm a huge He-Man fan. Grew up on He-Man right alongside Super Friends, as I said in that video. So, you know, I can't just turn my head at this kind of mixture of the two franchises. So of course I read the book, and I know that they've had action figures out for a while. They're coming in waves, and I really want the Superman one, of course. I actually have a set of these Super Friends figures, Aquaman and Batman here, but I also have Superman and Green Lantern. They finish out the set, and the cards in the back write Super Friends across the whole thing. So I'd really like to have, I have Aquaman and Batman now, but I'd like to get the Superman and Green Lantern from this Primal Age line as well to complete that out. But I figure we'll open these up and take a look at them and see how they fare against the classic He-Man Masters of the Universe action figures. Of course, we can see this is some of my old toys here that never let go of them for the world. But you can see this is the look they're going for. That's the kind of taking the classic DC designs and mixing them with this Masters of the Universe like design. So yeah, let me go ahead and get these boxes open, and we will take a look at it. This will be a short little review, but just show you, you know, what the toys are like. So if you are a collector like myself and this appeals to you, you can say what you see if you'd be interested in it. I will say before I open the boxes, I do love the artwork on the back. That's one of the things too that the Masters of the Universe original packaging always had on it. Was really great art. Unfortunately, I don't have any unopened packages. That'd be really cool. But yeah, the packaging here, trying to evoke that a little bit. I mean, look at that great art of the DC characters, all, you know, primal aged up there as warriors and everything. The only one I still think looks kind of ridiculous in this treatment is the Joker. It just doesn't do it for me. But the rest of them, I mean, it just fits. You know, they really do it. They really do a good treatment. If you're going to do this take on them, you know, they do it well. So I think this is maybe the second wave that's out now. The first wave was Superman and some other individuals. I don't know exactly who came in each wave, but these are the ones that are out in the stores now. So I'll have to order Superman from online. So yeah, let me get these open, and we will check back with it in a second. Okay, I have these open now, and I should say that these are exclusively at Target, and they sold for about $10, 10 something or 11 something, something like that. And it's almost a shame to take them out of the boxes because they look so nice and collectible there. But you know, I like toys to be out of the box so I can play with them basically. So, but the boxes you are able to just pop the top there and keep the boxes in, you know, relatively decent shape. So if you just wanted to place a piece of tape back over it or whatever, you know, the box isn't ruined by any means. So there's that. And I have to say, just well, the first thing I noticed when I took these out of the packaging was that the smell of that plastic, it really brought me back to a lot of the plastic toys growing up that I would buy and open. I can't remember exactly if the He-Man toys smelled like that, pulling them out of the packages on those Christmas mornings long ago. But that smell did take me back to toys in general, you know, of olden days. I'm really impressed with how they're made. These are solid. They feel nice and heavy. You know, they're plastic, of course, but I honestly expected them to be kind of cheap. These are from Funko, and I just expected them to be, I don't know, I still can't get over just an assumption that this whole crossover between the DC superheroes and the He-Man Masters of the Universe thing just seems like such a cheap idea that I just thought I just thought the toys would just be these cheap little flimsy things. But these are solid pieces. They're made very well. They don't, yeah, these aren't going to break on you or anything. So one of the things I like too here is that weapons come in a little plastic bag that's tucked in behind the figurines in the box. So have Aquaman's trident here, and you can see they're made very similar. So I mean, we'll take Mer-Man here to liken him to Aquaman. Now this is an old Mer-Man figure, so the joints are loose and everything like that. This new Aquaman figure is pretty tight. It's kind of hard to move his legs and arms a little bit, but that might just be because he's new as well. Sorry, Mer-Man, stand up there. Okay. Yeah, pretty tight there, but it might just, again, it might just be because he's new as well. But legs turn, waist turns, and arms. Head turns a little bit, but that beard and the hair in the back isn't going to let the head turn, but so much. But very, you know, posable enough just to set him up and make him look badass. So that's cool. And the hands, of course, got that He-Man style, Masters of the Universe style grip. Sorry, the focus is going in and out, but just wanted to see how hard it is to get the trident in the hand. Oh, it's not too bad there. Okay. Once it's in the hand, though, it doesn't really... maybe I just need to put it in the grip. Yeah, that's kind of a shame. The trident doesn't really... just kind of hangs loose in the hand, so but, you know, you're just posing them or whatever. It's not a big deal. You just set them up and set the trident there. So that does stand up on its own. Sort of. That is the Aquaman, a nice design. This is the Aquaman with the hook hand and the beard. Not my favorite version of Aquaman. I like to keep it a little more iconic than that, but it is a, there have been some great stories told with this Aquaman, and it's a great version of Aquaman, of Arthur Curry, to cross over into the DC Primal Age. So, Aquaman there, and Batman. Now, just what little bit I'm trying to stand Batman up now. Oh, well that... Okay, guys, that might be a real downer to the toy. Now, of course, that's just supposed to pop right back in there. It's just a socket, but still, that's a real problem. That's a negative on the review here. This is fresh out of the box. I didn't drop it or anything like that. I took it right out of the box and laid it on the desk. So that definitely speaks against it. You know, if you're gonna get these for a child, I don't know. Don't know if a child's going to you know, play with that and really knock it about. I mean, those legs could pop off and not want to come back on, so that's unfortunate. But, you know, it pops back on enough for him to stand. That's fine. Batman, of course, because these are primal ages, they've all got to have their swords and shields and everything, you know. And hey, that's fine for this take on the universe. Normally I would hate having Batman have anything like this, but hey, if he's a crossover with the Masters of the Universe type style, then yeah, we can do that. So let's see where this clips on. Yeah, it looks pretty bad. The cape is plastic but loose like that. Not bad at all. Not bad. So again, yeah, like I said, if this appeals to you at all, this kind of crossover, and it definitely grew on me. It grew on me big time. I just thought it was so silly at first, but wow, yeah, I'm really digging it now. I think I'm going to definitely have to hunt down the Superman and Green Lantern to go with my Super Friends figures there, but I'm definitely going to have to maybe get more of them too. Definitely go after Wonder Woman at least. You know, she's a must-have there. So yeah, there's my review of the... Get a good focus shot of Aquaman there, of these toys. I think I saw in my Target right now, they had Aquaman and Batman. I think I saw the Joker and Killer Shark. Oh, and Scarecrow. I saw Scarecrow there as well. So so that seems to be, like I said again, that seems to be the wave that's out now. Let me get the box again. Yeah, just Mr. Freeze and Wonder Woman. Yeah, you know, now that I see the toys and I see how, you know, minus Batman's leg popping off, you know, these are good, solid collectibles to have on a shelf, though. So, yeah, I think I'm going to try and get all of them. I just, you know, I'm such a huge Masters of the Universe fan anyway, and of course, I'm a DC action figure fan of the iconic versions of the action figures. But if it's a nice Elseworlds take, I mean, you know, hey, I would love a Gotham by Gaslight Batman or something like that, you know, that kind of idea. So I like a good Elseworlds take on them as well, and this is very much that, a good Elseworlds take on them. I do want to point you towards the Primal Age book again. I do kind of hope we get a part 2 out of this, or a volume 2. I think DC's canceled their Walmart's exclusive, so I don't know if that means no more from Target here as well, but please bring back Jerry Ordway, bring back Louise Simonson, and all these great people you had working on the stories in here, because that was really great stuff. So again, if you missed that review, you can check that out up there. So yeah, all those great people working on it. Carl Kessel, good stuff. So that is it. If I do buy any more of these, I will most definitely do another review and show you the Superman and the Green Lantern. I'll go ahead and order those tonight, I think, and have those coming shortly. So pick them up if you're interested. Target, you could at least order them from Target or Amazon even. I've seen them on Amazon. I think that's where I'm going to get them myself. So stay tuned for more comic book reviews, cultural analyses, live streams, and whatnot. Do check out the Indiegogo campaign for Tales from the Stacks, and plus the ad at the end of this video. And until next time, keep enjoying and digging deeper into the hero stories you love. Thanks for watching.
Do you like comics that are unafraid to portray women as feminine and men as masculine? Do you enjoy being entertained rather than preached to? If so, then you'll love my own graphic novel currently on Indiegogo. Tales from the Stacks is an anthology series in the vein of The Twilight Zone or Tales from the Crypt. It contains 3 uncanny tales to thrill and haunt you long after reading. With interior art by Dave T. and variant covers by John Malin, Kyle Ritter, and Kyung Lee, you have lots of options to choose from. You can find the link in the description below or search Indiegogo for Tales from the Stacks, and tell the comic industry you don't have to settle for their social agenda platforming. Thanks. And last but not least, don't forget that your Professor Geek now has a merch store. Check out the current options from t-shirts to magnets to the iconic Professor Geek coffee mug, and let me know if you'd like to see something else. The link is in the description, or you can go to cafepress.com/ProfessorGeek.